Good morning, good morning. How are y'all doing?
Good.
Awesome. Well, again, my name is Stephanie. I'm going to talk about why calling a roofer is going to ensure that you guys have a successful and smooth property sale. So getting a good roofer that you can rely upon is going to help to feel confident as you move forward with that property sale and make sure that that is just so successful for you. So a good roofer is going to give you a thorough inspection of the roof and its condition. It's going to address and fix any issues that may arise, and they'll also be able to give you expert advice for your pricing and then eventually your negotiations when you get to that closing process. So they're going to be able to help you to present accurate property valuation. They're also going to address potential buyer concerns if that does come up with the roof condition. And then they'll be able to close your deal faster and more efficiently. So the first thing that I want to mention to you guys about the roof condition, knowing that roof condition is key. That will significantly impact, the roof condition will significantly impact the property's value and marketability. So when you go with a roofer, you're going to want to find somebody that is going to, oh actually let me move forward. It's a little hard to do multiple things, right? Okay, so why should I call a roofer? So the inspection that I mentioned previously, most roofers, especially ones that are reputable, are going to offer an inspection for free. So look for a roofer that doesn't charge you anything to just come out and assess the property, assess the roof condition, and be able to get on it, see what's going on, take pictures, let you see that. It's gonna come, most roofers also will put together a report for you to have after the fact. That report is gonna be really good for a pre-listing. It's going to help you if you need to have the homeowner file any insurance claims to get things fixed. So free inspection plus a report that comes with that is gonna be really helpful for you guys. It'll be detailed enough to address any issues that would affect your sale of that property. The information provided by the roofer will help you to price appropriately as well, because it'll address any sort of repairs or replacement that needs to happen, as well as address those repairs and replacements proactively as you're working with the property. So getting those done as soon as possible, knowing the roofer so that you can get them to see the property as soon as possible, and then find out if they need any sort of repairs or replacement. The inspection, I also wanted to mention, that inspection that you get is going to give you peace of mind with what's going on with the roof's condition. A lot of roofers, if they're honest and transparent with what they're doing, taking pictures, letting you see what's going on, that's going to allow you to take a deep breath as you're getting the home inspected in general, getting the roof inspected, and then if they're honest and transparent and there's nothing that needs to be done with the roof, they're gonna let you know. So again, peace of mind, whether nothing needs to happen, you can move forward, you'll have proof of the fact that it's good to go. If there are any small repairs that need to be done and or a full replacement. So you'll be able to take that information that the inspection has given you and give it to a potential buyer to say, hey, we've already had this looked at, this is what was found, this is what will need to be done to it so that it's in a condition that we can go ahead and sell it with confidence. Also, so yeah, we talked about getting it ready for the sale, minimizing your delays, getting you to closing as quick as possible, and of course being proactive in getting repairs and replacements done. Having all that information is also going to get you confidence to be able to go into your negotiations with strength on your end as the realtor. And then having a trusted roofer, so we talk about the pre-listing inspection, really good to have that. The inspection recommendations, what they're flagging for you. The one thing I wanted to mention too, as the inspectors were talking, Lee and, where did he leave? Okay, well Lee, they mentioned that with getting the roof looked at, that's not necessarily something they're going to go into full detail about, but a good roofer will be able to, a roofing company can actually dual inspect with you at the same time. They'll be able to come and go alongside with the roofer, with the inspector, the roofer and the inspector of the home. Will be able to do that at the same time and work with your schedule, especially if you have an option period and you're running low on time for getting things in and done and assessed. you can rely on a good roofer, a reputable one, to come out and be able to do that with the inspector at the same time. And then, of course, find any hidden issues. Somebody that you can rely upon, that you've built a relationship with, they're gonna find the potential issues and address them as quick as possible. Oh, before I move over to that, the trusted roofer, that's gonna help you build confidence, not only with the vendor itself, you and the vendor, you build that relationship, but it's also going to build a relationship with you and your client. You're gonna have more clout, I'm trying to find the right word, more clout with your client if you refer them with a trusted vendor, because they're gonna come back to you and have somebody, the ability to trust that you're gonna give them somebody that they can rely on, and they'll have those reliable solutions to move forward when other things come up in the future. So building the confidence, strengthening your position with your homeowner.
How do you find a trusted?
That is my next slide. Click. All right, thank you for asking. Let me answer that for you. So, identifying a trustworthy and qualified roofer, vetting them. So vetting them, there is no, I think Lee mentioned this earlier, I believe, there is no license in Texas, unfortunately, to vet specifically for a roofer. You've probably experienced this already, where fly-by-nights, right? They come in, they all of a sudden come out of nowhere, you had a storm, oh my gosh, you need a full roof replacement. When in reality, they're just in it for the money. They're not in it to be a trusted source that you rely on. They're in it for the quick buck. A good roofer is not gonna want the first roof. They're gonna want all your roofs, all your recommendations. They're gonna come at it from a 5-star standard from the get-go, and they're gonna want your referrals in the future. So, vetting them, you really wanna make sure that you're, one, if they're recommended from somebody you know, that's awesome. But two, take a look at their BBB rating. Take a look at their Google reviews. Take a look at how many Google reviews they have. How long have they been in business? Do they have a brick and mortar location? Can you find them if something does come up and they do something that's shady or whatever? Can you find them physically? Do they have a location? If on their business card it has a P.O. box, that may be a red flag. So definitely vet in that way. Also, what type of policies do they have? Do they have good insurance coverage that's going to cover your butt as well as theirs? Also, if they have any awards, are they active in their own community? Are they here physically as well as active in what they're doing, not only just with you as a company, but giving back to their own community? That is a really, I work for a lot of different types of companies like this, and those that are active in their community are genuinely gonna wanna do a really good job with the service too. It's dual, right? And then make sure they have a transferable warranty for the roofs. A new roof should have a transferable warranty, and that's a really great selling point for when you guys have the roof replaced or have things done, and you say, hey buyer, this has a transferable, try to say that 5 times fast, y'all. It's hard. So, a transferable warranty to be able to go to the next homeowner. So a buyer is gonna wanna know that. And then the last thing that I wanted to mention before moving on was that House bill. This is really good for knowing for you guys. The House bill that was passed in 2019, September of 2019, in Texas, if insurance is used to pay for the repairs or replacement, the things that are done to the property, specifically we're talking about roof, if insurance is paid, the homeowner has to pay the deductible. If you have a roofing company that is trying to waive or help pay for the deductible, that is a huge red flag, and that can be that's fraud. You don't want fraud. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you can get in a lot of trouble. So just know with the deductible, because of the House bill in 2019, if insurance is paid to cover any sort of the repairs or replacement for this home, for the property itself, the homeowner has to pay the deductible. So just wanted to notate that. Last but not least, we mentioned the age of the roof. Actually, a good roofing company will be able to help you to identify the age of the roof. So find a good, reputable company that you can trust. All these things will help you to be able to do that, and that will ultimately be able to have a smooth and successful sale for your property. So before I pass along, any questions that I can answer? That was pretty thorough.
Can you go over the plan, the 1-year warranty that y'all offer too?
Sure. Some roofing companies, I can't go into specifics because we keep this very generic here.
Okay.
But the company that I do represent does all the things that I listed. But yes, some roofing companies will include a 1-year warranty for specifically the inspection. So if you want some more information about the company that I work for, we do have our cards up here and I can give you some more details. So Stephanie Mills, and thank you guys so much for your time. I want to introduce Samantha. She's going to go into restoration.
Good afternoon.